I'm Zainab Bibi from Pakistan. I'm studying in Lahore College for Women University, doing my MPhil in Environmental Science, and I have done my BS honors in the same subject, that's Environmental Science. Besides this, I'm also working as a program manager in the GATE Foundation. Here I have done a lot of different projects, and I'm the program manager for the 26 university chapters in Lahore. I want to tell you about my BS project. In my BS project, I have produced bioethanol, which is a renewable energy fuel and environmental friendly fuel from the waste tissue papers and the waste papers as well. Okay. Besides that,
About
yeah. Besides that, I'm here in US because I was selected in an exchange program, that is legislative fellowship program, that is completely funded by the US State Department, and I'm here in Dino to attend different kind of conferences, meetings, and a lot of trainings on occupational health and safety. And I'm meeting with a lot of professors here who are expertise in the renewable energy resources. And I'm sharing my experiences and gaining their experiences too. The women in the developing and the developed countries, they are equally benefit from the renewable energy resources. This is because of the reason that the woman is a master of household. She is responsible for feeding her children. She is responsible for caring her children. She is also responsible for the budget. And besides all these things, she is responsible to work. She is a teacher to teach their children how they should be responsible. So the women can automatically benefit from the energy if in some developing countries, like I want to give an example of Pakistan. As in Pakistan, we are facing a lot of energy crisis in terms of electricity, in terms of the fuel crisis. So if there is no electricity, the women face a lot of problem at home or at the workplace. If there is no fuel, if there is no gas in her kitchen, she has to suffer a lot. So the women can automatically benefit if we should think about the renewable energy resources in terms of the environment, because it should be a cost effective method. It should be environment friendly. It should be the renewable energy resources. So if all the problems get solved, the women can automatically benefit, and they can gain a lot of benefits from that. Thank you. Entrepreneurship, it's according to me, it's born by a woman. How is it? Because when a girl is born, she has to grow up and face a lot of responsibilities. She has to care for her brother, she has to care for her family. And when she is used to get married, after the marriage, she has faced a lot of responsibilities of her household, of her budget, of her husband's caring, to raise her children, to teach her children in order to get them more responsible. So entrepreneurship is very important for a woman. And I want to talk about some developing countries, like in South Asian countries, like in Pakistan. I just want to share about the experience of Pakistan, because there are a lot of social constraints for a woman. Like some families, they don't allow their daughters to go outside and do some kind of work along with the man. So this is the major social constraints for the women they are facing in some kind of developing countries. So for those women, I just want to share with them that they should focus on the entrepreneurship. Like if they are not educated, because the women in developing countries, most of them are not educated. In Pakistan, only 21% of the women are usually working. So the illiterate women, they can start some kind of business at their home by entrepreneurship. This will be very helpful if they will do some kind of sewing, or they will do some kind of handicraft work, or they will do some kind of embroidery work. And for those women who are educated, they should look for some kind of online jobs. They should have to create some kind of online business if they are educated. I want to mention one thing, a kind of freelancer which I have introduced to some university women in my training by my organization, that's GATE Foundation. I have trained 26 universities, the women of 26 universities on entrepreneurship, about, they should look for some kind of online organization, they should look for some kind of online business. And for them, in collaboration with my organization, we actually collaborated a company in the UK, that's also giving some kind of article writing to, and we provided those girls that they should do that article writing at their home. And we provide them the money at their home, so they will not be, they do not face any problem by coming outside, because it's all the work that have done at their home. That's it. Okay. Let me share you something about my research project, that was basically production of bioethanol, which is a renewable energy fuel from the waste tissue papers and the waste paper as well. As ethanol can be produced from a lot of different resources, like we can use wheat straw, we can use corn straw, we can use algae and a lot of other stuff to produce bioethanol. But in my research project, why I have used the waste tissue paper, it has basically three objectives. The first one is that I want to produce a kind of environment-friendly fuel, which is actually a bioethanol. The second one is I want to reduce the waste material into the landfill. And the third objective is it's a very cost-effective fuel. It's a cheaper fuel and its methodology is very easy, and it can be prepared in very short period of time. During my research project, I have faced a lot of challenges. First challenge was in the collection purpose, because the country in Pakistan, we do not have the culture of using tissue paper in our toilets. So I decided to collect my tissue papers from different restaurants. My university, that's Lahore College for Women University, solved my problem and give me a proposal to submit into the different restaurants, and they had successfully given me the waste tissue papers. After that, the collection, there was also, faced some problem in the different stages, that was autoclaving and the fermentation, the neutralization, and the last one is distillation, because the ethanol temperature is 78 degrees centigrade and it can reach in about 55 minutes, and sometimes there was some breakage of electricity, so I had faced some challenges in that. But at the end, I successfully produced bioethanol, and I want to share one thing, because it's a pilot project and no one else in the world is doing that project. So it was difficult for me and a challenge for me, because I have no methodology. I had no, I don't know about how much quantity I have to put that chemical in that waste material. So by doing multiple experiments, I was at the end I was successful, and I get a lot of knowledge, a lot of help from different kinds of research paper. Thank you. The lesson which I have learned from my research project is that we can produce bioethanol from the different kinds of organic matter, because it's a cheaper fuel, it's an environment friendly fuel, and for the countries like the developing countries, they are facing a lot of problem in terms of the fuel crisis. So why not we can produce a cheaper fuel, why not we can produce an environment friendly fuel to serve our country. That's the main thing which I have learned from my project. So there are different kinds of organic matter that is available all over the world. We should, besides tissue paper waste and side paper waste, we should have to try all of them and to produce a bioethanol fuel. I would like to say my thanks to Nevada Green Institute for giving me an opportunity to share my experiences in terms of women entrepreneurship and in terms of the renewable energy resources. So according to my conclusion, I just want to say that women can also need, entrepreneurship is very important for the women. So we should support this entrepreneurship, especially in terms of the renewable energy resources. Thank you.